What's poppin', piglets? I'm back, and today we're taking a look at one of the most unique Legacy figures to date. Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime, a modern evocation of Optimus Prime's original 80s toy. But in the wake of Takara's Missing Link Optimus Prime, will Hasbro's Missing Link prove a worthy successor to their common ancestor? Welcome back to the show, it's Gay for May. Enjoying both reverence and renovation for over 40 years, Generation 1 Optimus Prime is one of the most recognizable characters of all time. He stands among a pantheon of icons, a coveted club of legendary designs with worldwide renown, such as Goku and his orange gi, Superman's tights and trunks, and Crazy Frog's penis. To honor the franchise's 40th anniversary, Takara released their Missing Link Optimus Prime, an autistic recreation of Prime's seminal figure, with revised engineering and an elevated degree of articulation. This is the Optimus Prime you wish you had in 1984, back when your Aunt Margaret was super hot, though to be fair, she's still kind of a baddie now. So Hasbro thought to themselves, how can we take this same idea and put our own retarded spin on it? In comes Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime, a nostalgia-fueled blast to the past, like catching your favorite childhood cartoon on television, or inheriting your uncle's extensive collection of Girls Gone Wild DVDs. That shit hit my bedroom like the 1980s crack epidemic. This figure is a love letter to classic Transformers aesthetics, drawing inspiration from the 1984 Optimus Prime toy while making certain noteworthy changes to the design. Legacy G1 Prime preserves the figure's iconic blocky and boxy form with many of its key characteristics, such as the knight-like head sculpt and utilitarian placement of the vehicle kibble. Certain sculpted elements are intended to evoke what were stickered details, and there are even exclusive embellishments on his back and behind his legs to enhance areas neglected by the original toy. Another visual change accomplished by Legacy Prime comes from the rebalanced proportions. G1 Prime had thin, lanky arms and legs, giving the figure this weirdly rangy appearance, as well as these big blue stompers. Hey, you know what they say about people with big feet? They make my balls hurt. Legacy G1 Prime's robot mode shortens the arms and thickens the legs, giving him a greater sense of stability and a much more harmonious look by comparison. One of the more potentially contentious liberties taken with Legacy Prime is the size. He's only a deluxe class and roughly a full inch shorter than his predecessor. He's just like me, for real. Some people might take issue with this difference alone, since Optimus Prime is typically released as a Voyager class at least, but I think this change is actually one of the figure's most important assets. G1 Prime has been reissued countless times over the years, but these tend to be quite pricey. His latest reissue costs $75, and Missing Link Prime itself commands well over $100. Offering a G1 styled Optimus at a deluxe size is absolute chump change, which inherently makes it more accessible too, much like the handicapped parking spot outside my apartment the ladies like to call me the Crippler. Even at a deluxe price point, Legacy G1 Prime has plenty of functionality and a surprisingly generous amount of weapons. First off, he includes 2 blasters, his iconic Ion Blaster, and a miniaturized version of the blaster wielded by Battle Convoy, Prime's initial incarnation under Takara's Diaclone line of transforming toys. As a treat, he also includes an appropriately sized Energon axe too. Legacy Prime also includes a newly forged Matrix of Leadership cast in translucent blue plastic. This was a welcome surprise, especially because 86 Prime came with the somewhat outdated Earthrise Matrix. Prime's chest opens up, revealing a well-detailed Matrix chamber within, replacing the vehicle interior from the original toy. Since this is Optimus Prime, the guy, naturally he would have a Matrix chamber, but removing the internal seats to facilitate this feels a bit ahistorical. As a Diaclone toy, Optimus was intended to interact with miniature pilot figures called Dianauts. His seats were the one detail making the chest gimmick relevant in the first place, as they gave the pilots a place to sit and ride on him. Okay, but when I say I want to ride Windblade, I get called a gooner.
We now return to the Transformers.
G1 Prime's transformation scheme is one of the simplest and most elegant transformation schemes known to man. A recent study performed by students at the University of Michigan suggests that many babies are born knowing how to transform Optimus as part of some Jungian cultural instinct, like having an innate fear of snakes or lying on your taxes. Legacy G1 Optimus Prime perfectly replicates the engineering while incorporating a few important improvements, namely the integration of this well-conceived movement, where the hands flip around and reveal the vehicle kibble from inside the arm, resolving OG Prime's notorious parts forming. Here's a pro tip. This hinge was very tight out of the box, so be careful and don't stress the joint when transforming him for the first time. Legacy G1 Optimus Prime continues to homage the classic figure through its vehicle mode, a diminutive rendition of a late 70s Freightliner. It is hilariously undersized compared to the original, a brutal reality demanded by the new deluxe scaling. But like I keep telling my sister, it's not just the size that matters, what you do with it. This vehicle mode does a decent job recreating the details seen on the original, but plays fast and loose with their specific placements. The smaller size toy scrunches almost everything together toward the front of the truck, even though Legacy Prime's cab would actually be larger proportionally. Visually, this makes the truck mode a lot less accurate than it might seem at first glance. The vehicle's overall cohesion is less attractive as well. The cab is absolutely littered with exposed joints and wayward panel lines slicing through all the details, an unfortunate side effect of the figure's increased sophistication. The old truck definitely had panel lines, but the engineering was snug, so their appearance was minimal and tasteful, like a nip slip in a PG-rated movie. Still, Legacy G1 Prime does have a few nice features in this mode. Amid the new realistic detailing at the rear of the truck, we'll find the fifth wheel, which is not only compatible with modern Chug trailers, but perfectly hitches to the original G1 trailer as well. This old trailer is enormous, and Prime looks really funny towing it around, especially since he can actually fit inside the trailer now and is barely bigger than the original roller. The truck also features soft rubbery tires, but instead of the G1 figure's desert doggies, Legacy Prime has a set of fresh Cybertron radials. This might sound like an entirely inconsequential detail, however, the fact that another figure designed by Mark Mayer happens to include a direct Kiss Players reference should have more people wondering.
When's Legacy Legion?
Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime is not a perfectly faithful recreation of G1 Prime, and compared to the more premium-priced Missing Link Optimus Prime, it may seem downright infantile. But even if Legacy Prime comes off as a budget Missing Link to some people, I think this figure offers a unique perspective on revamping the classic toy, both in aesthetics and engineering. And for this reason, Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime joins my 2025 list of good toys for good boys. If you want to revisit another 80s legend, check out my Motoroid Voltron model kit review. But anyway, that's just my opinions. Please leave yours in the comments below. Bye bye.